What's up, guys? Rob here, and I hope you're doing well. I wanted to take just a moment here to share an idea with you that I feel like can help take your yoga practice a little bit deeper. And first of all, I just want to acknowledge all of you who have been showing up to our yoga class online. It shows me that you're committed to your wellness, that you're taking action, you're actually showing up to a class. And especially for those of you who have been donating to me, I greatly appreciate that. That helps me tremendously and keeps me going. So thank you so much for that. The idea that I wanted to share with you is not an original idea of mine, but this is a very old one that comes from the birthplace of yoga, which is India. Many of us know yoga comes from India. And in India, it's a wisdom culture. Like they value wisdom and knowledge in the same way that we would value money or nice things, you know? So for them, knowledge and wisdom is like ultimate. And because of that, people who are teachers of wisdom and, mentors or gurus, how they have in India, they're very highly respected, they're very highly regarded because people value that knowledge and wisdom that's been passed down teacher to student for a long time. That's how it goes. And because of that, there's a saying in that, it's an ancient saying from India that goes like this: the attitude of the student determines the quality of the teacher. The attitude of the student determines the quality of the teacher. What does that mean? Well, what that means to me is basically like, as a student of yoga, the responsibility, and I am a student of yoga. I teach yoga class, but first and foremost, I am a student and I'm continually learning every day as much as I can. And as a student of yoga, I am to take responsibility for my growth and development, and the teacher is a resource. So the kinds of questions that I bring to my teacher when I'm working in that situation, that's going to determine what kind of quality answers I get. And, this isn't like to take responsibility off of me as your teacher of yoga, but it's more of an invitation for you to just take a little bit more agency to say, okay, yoga's awesome. I like the way I feel when I do it, and I want more. I want to go deeper. I want to grow. And that's a very empowering place to be, because one of the things that yoga teaches is that where we put our attention, what we focus on, is what we give our energy to. Okay? So if we focus on being responsible and what we can do to grow, to improve, to transform in whatever way is meaningful to you, the more that I can put my focus on what I'm doing, the more empowered I'm going to be. And then the opposite of that is kind of observing in the world. There's so many things outside that are happening to us, right? There's so many things that are out there that are, we can say, that's the reason that I'm struggling. That's the reason I'm suffering, because of them, or because of this person, or because of COVID, or because of this situation, right? And while it is true that things outside of our control do affect us, it is also true that there are many things in our control that we can do to empower ourselves to grow despite the stuff going on. And I'm not denying that there are problems in the world. I'm not denying that there are challenges that we're experiencing. But if we only look at that, then we're helpless. And that's not a good place to be. So this is basically an invitation for you to just take another step, to go a little deeper, to ask yourself the question, why am I doing yoga? How am I wanting to grow as a person? How am I wanting to grow spiritually, if that's of interest to you? And perhaps the interests are my health. I want to be more flexible, more fit. Wonderful. Maybe you want to manage your stress better. Awesome. But also, there's more to it than that. And I'm just putting that out there as like, hey, there's plenty to explore. And a lot of it would come to observing the patterns within ourselves that might be holding us back, and also getting continually clear on what it is we're trying to do or accomplish. And if we can start to recognize those things, what do I want? What am I going after? And what's stopping me from getting there? And we can be honest with ourselves about those things, then we have a very potent tool, yoga, that affects our mind, our body, our emotions, our breath, We have powerful tools that can transform us for the better more than you might think. And I'm inviting you for that. So I appreciate you coming to my group classes. Please keep coming back. What could you do? Well, you could reach out to me via email and you could say, hey, Rob, you know, I thought about it and this is why I'm doing yoga. And I'm actually really interested in this. I do a lot of work one-on-one with people, and that's a really nice way where we can look individually and say, okay, this is an area of my life that I'm kind of struggling with and I'm interested in doing something about it. Okay. So if that's something of interest, you want to work one-on-one and just kind of delve deeper into your personal interests or things that you'd like some clarity on, reach out to me about that. Or even just coming to the class rather than just turning the laptop on. Maybe the TV's going over there, or, you know, maybe you're somewhat engaged, but then you get up and go to the, you know, we all have to go to the bathroom, but like you get up and do something else in the middle of class or something like that. To bring a sense of commitment, of confidence, of conviction. There's a word in Sanskrit called vairagram, and it means conviction and faith. Shraddha and vairagram. Shraddha is faith, vairagram is conviction. And that's like an inner belief that I'm doing this practice and the meaning that I'm giving it is that it's going to transform my life. And when you come to yoga with that kind of an attitude, then you're going to see the results. If you go to yoga, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go to this yoga class, whatever. It's cool. I enjoy it, you know, and right. And that's awesome too. But I'm just saying you could do more, you could go deeper. And that's what I love. And for me, nothing makes me more happy than to share the stuff that I've learned that's positively affected me, to share that with another person, to share that with other people. And most importantly, to see that it actually made a difference. Like it actually helped somebody out. For me, that's the best. And I would love to do that for you. And, you know, as your teacher, as the person leading your yoga class, I want to do my best job I can. And I'm just inviting you, I'm challenging you to do your best job as the student. And, you know, that's where I'm at today. And I'm just so grateful that you guys took the time to listen to this, but also that you're been showing up to yoga. You've been showing up, like giving your time, giving your resources, investing and donating to me. So I really appreciate all of that. And I just want to keep going with it. I love it. I love you guys. So thank you so much. And I'll see you in class. Bye.